So what is the purpose of this YouTube channel? And what is the purpose of this experiment that I'm running? Not only is it to prove myself and also to, well, maybe prove to myself that it's possible and that the idea that has been germinating in my brain for years can actually work. But the other portion of this is to highlight very specific things and experiments that I've wanted to go through for years and to be able to do it directly in front of an active audience. And my hope is that with this YouTube channel that you can take portions of the things that I'm learning in real time and ultimately passing it on to you, the user. Hence the idea, free ideas. Now, this can be broken down into a couple parts, but here's why I'm creating 2 new businesses that ultimately funnel directly into the main business, which is Penji. So let's get right to it, and I'll show you a little bit more about how this works. So first you have Penji, which is a creative subscription service. And then you have the new business, which the first one is called Dear Media. I would say that's like the mother company. And then the other one is going to be Weather Vane, which is ironically enough the street that I grew up on. So Dear Media is essentially a bunch of different social platforms that basically that talk about travel, maybe talk about food. It talks about gentlemen, like how to be a gentleman. It also talks about being a dad, which, spoiler alert, I am a father now. To a beautiful, beautiful daughter, and I probably have spit up somewhere on my on my sleeve somewhere. But I want to be able to create a media company because, in my opinion, the next generation of businesses are ones that have a media backing behind it. In fact, that's something that I've wanted to, and I've worked with our team and also my co-founder to be able to instill in Penji, which is in order to make the next jump and the next iteration of Penji has to not only become an amazing service, which we are the top rated service in our industry, but in addition to that, we also have to become a media company where all eyes and ears are focused and fixated on what it is that we're doing. So I'm writing, this is essentially a giant love letter to media, and that's why I'm calling it Dear Media. And Dear Dads is going to be a podcast that I'm creating for fathers. And a part of the reason why I'm creating that specifically is because when my wife and I were talking and she's sending me content, the amount of things, like every other family, does, whether it be inspirational, you're going through a rough day with the child, be happy, you're an amazing dad, you're an amazing mother. I always found more things for the mother, but I never found much for the dad. And that kind of bothered me because dads go through a lot as well. And I'll share a little bit more about that. But in addition to the media company and Dear Dad specifically, my wife is really good at writing letters and also really good at just writing in general and documenting her notes. And I kind of felt like my equivalent version of that is media. So a video or a podcast. And so I'm basically going to take the written form of writing letters to my daughter in the form of a video. So anyways, that's Dear Media. Now, what about Weather Vane? Weather Vane is a digital marketing agency. Now, it is not Penji. It does services that elevate. So it'll do social media, social media management. It might do advertisements, which Obviously, Penji still does all these things, but not necessarily the strategy behind it. So I would say that this is just a traditional digital marketing agency, all powered by Penji. And so the idea here is that these companies are going to be using Penji. I'm going to ultimately show you how Penji is incorporated in all this. And I'm hopeful that over time you'll be able to see the analytics between all the different types of platforms and the social accounts from Dear Media. But in addition to that, how to actually create a digital marketing agency while using a service like Penji. Because in my fundamental opinion, which is the sole reason why I believe in Penji being what it is today and what it will be tomorrow, is the problem that we're solving. And it's so difficult to find reliable, not only graphic design talent, but also just creative talent. It's extremely difficult to find that. Whether it be in America or whether it be in another country, it's extremely difficult to find reliable, talented, smart, intuitive creatives. And that problem is so large that I've spent my entire life on trying to show people how we solve it. And I want to spend the rest of my life showing people how to use it in order to solve their problems in their business and their life, so be it. So these are the two companies that I'm starting. Obviously, never quitting and leaving this. This is my day job. This is my after hours job between the 2 hours of sleep that my daughter gives me at night. And I hope that you enjoy the ride. And I'm excited for these two things, especially the agency, because what I'm going to do is show you the clients that I have and that we'll be getting. In addition to that, how to get your own clients, how to email people to obtain a meeting, what to do when you obtain a meeting. And in addition to the Dear Media, what are the types of pieces of content that work really well? And what can you apply for your business or your channel or whatever it may be? And I would probably say 99% of it is going to be complete epic failures. But there is going to be at least 1% that's going to be good. And I hope that you could take that with you and apply it to your business as well. So that's the reason why this YouTube channel exists. And like and subscribe for more. And I'm really excited for this. And I hope you are too.